relegation zone. But I can tell you that if there is a task that they've had to contend with, this one is a mighty one. Vipers, you look at Torach has been doing well with the under-20 national team at the All Africa Games. Mukundane was man of the match against URA. You look at Paul Patrick Imboa, did a good job against his former side URA on the weekend, but more particularly Moses Weiser, he was coming off the left side and he had a blind of a performance. Equally so was the performance of Alan Okello, and that's why you feel that this side of UPDF have got their work cut out.
By far acknowledged as the finest in the land. Shamira Nabada will be in charge of this one tonight with Ronald Katenya and Happy Badru assisting with Naigaga Habiba as the fourth official. Well, Pius Ngabo has been on a roll with his squad here, and they've managed to pick up 2 victories on the bounce, including a title contender, Bull FC, in their most recent encounter. They make 3 changes from that game. Brian Kalumba is dropped there with Agre Kiria picking up accumulated cards, and Christopher Kamagu with a straight red card. In their places, Shugai Kalisa and Muada Maweje do make the start, as it's a very long-awaited return of Douglas Oiroth, who has been on a lengthy layback from a knee injury.
Yeah, of course, the return of Douglas Oiroth is going to give this UPDF side a lot of balance, especially on the left side, and also the kind of surges that he makes forward on the left side. He's one of those attacking fullbacks. You look at Maweje Mwada, also another one with a lot of experience, and Bright Vuni in the back should come in handy with the kind of experience that he has had in the StarTimes Uganda Premier League. Richard Anyama in goal has been the best goalkeeper before in the league. That was in the 2022-23 season. So you clear, rather 2021-22 season. And then you have Davis Sekaja, formerly with Villa, has also got some experience. But Ezekiel Katende with that left boot is definitely one that Vipers have got to try and make sure that they do not allow to cut inside.
Curious if that discussion is about the jersey that looks very interesting that is put on today by Alfred Ndekereza, the goalkeeper here of Vipers Sports Club. Well, coming into this fixture, Viper, who are currently on 5th, have 3 wins and 1 loss in the last 5 games, with a stellar performance that they did put up in their last encounter there against URA. They could go as high as 2nd tonight if they make their work turn out right.
Yeah, of course, and that should be a huge motivation for them. I expect them to come out of the blocks early with guns blazing to try and make sure that they get an early goal to put UPDF under the coach. And I think it would be such a big indictment on them if they were to come out without the full 3 points, especially after beating URA in their last encounter. So I expect that it's going to be guns blazing from this Viper Sports Club this evening, because they know that if they win this game, they've got very, very close to the top of the summit, and that will definitely be a huge motivation.
So 7 p.m. we're already underway. It's Vipers Sports Club in the red and black, while all white looking immaculate and pristine. But will the results follow similar patterns? It's UPDF who find themselves in a bit of a blinder. They've won their last 2 games. That was against Bull and Busoga, and they finally broke a winless streak that was stretching all the way back to 9th November. That's how long they had gone without a victory.
Yeah, of course, it's been quite the problematic season for them, and they've really struggled, just as they did last time round, although the second round of last season was an improved one for them. But since the departure of their coach then, Brian Senyondo, and of course a host of players that decided to seek greener pastures, it has been a downward spiral for this UPDF side.
Well, Pius Ngabo is the man in charge here, but more interestingly, within their ranks, they do have a former Vipers coach in Paul Chiwanuka, who will be very anxious also to have a say in the proceedings today.
Yeah, of course, it will be important for them, because he knows these Vipers players in and out, so he can always help his UPDF players on how to apply themselves.
Well, knock back here, looking to set themselves up. Good shot, hits the upright, and picking it up from exactly where he left it off in the last game. Frank Katongole covered every blade of grass, was the unacknowledged man of the match for the fans, and it looks like he's intent on capitalizing with game time.
Yeah, you can see his confidence is really up there with that kind of attempt using his weaker foot. Just tells you that he's a player that has come in with, they really looked good.
Good Travella pass, and now Katongole gets the ball in, teased up for Kello. Wrapped at it, but just couldn't get the right target, and a shot from distance.
They really looked good.
Good Travella pass, and now Katongole gets the ball in, teased up for Kello. Wrapped at it, but just couldn't get the right target, and a shot from distance. And Richard Anyama is forced to put up a very good save. He has quite the catalogue of good saves from seasons gone by. This one will definitely be among those.
Yeah, definitely. You can see that his goal is really being peppered with shots here coming in from Vipers. That just shows you how hungry they are.
Shot cross, not a good one. Literally wasted, but they do have a chance to go again here with another throw in.
And for as long as they keep giving away the ball, then they're going to be susceptible to being punished.
Maweje forced to relinquish the ball. Allan, this is Moses Waiswa, ready to pick it up. Good link-up play here coming in from Kambale. Releasing Allan Okello to the cheers of the crowds. And a dipping shot! Once in a lifetime! But those are the moments that Allan Okello is famed for. As we get into the showy walk, give him half a chance. Give him an inch of space. Allow him to cook, and the little magician will blow you away. Allan Okello puts Vipers in the lead.
Well, we're just talking about it, Jermaine. The fact that UPDF keep giving the ball away, they're going to invite problems to their side. And when you have players of the quality of Allan Okello, Brighton Ukani, and of course Eric Kenzo Kambale, you've got to make sure that you have your wits up. That's a very good pass again.
Picking up Allan Okello, who's definitely bound to draw cheers here from the fans as he drives into the box area. Allan Okello, can they finish? Oh my goodness! That should have been two.
He conceded late in the game, 81st minute, and there wasn't enough time for them to try and break down that solid Busoga United side. It turned out anyway.
Moses Waiswa now looking to unlock the UPDF side. He's back again on the ground, but the referee plays advantage, and a shot here. Well, he laced it up well enough. Once or twice.
Yeah, that's right now.
Faridi has another chance, takes the shot. Still not on target.
Well, a good opportunity it was for UPDF Football Club. And that's why you feel that Faridi and his mates, when you get into that area, you've got to exercise a lot of composure. You have nothing to lose. There's nothing to fear. Just go out there, control the ball, pick your spot better other than rushing your shot, because I thought that was a good opportunity for UPDF to equalize.
Opting to let it go back to the goalkeeper. Anyama had a couple more times. Attempt here now to move forward once again. Shugai Kalisa, who's also just been given a reprimanding here for remonstrating with the referee. Not so sure that's an orthodox technique there coming in from Katende. And now Zinda from distance. He just can't get it on target. Well, this definitely is a bit of frustration, being unable to get to the box area, unable to see a clear pattern up front, and taking your opportunity as soon as you feel you have even half a chance.
Yeah, and I think that once he realizes that the Vipers players are breathing down his neck, he just wants to rush that shot, try and see that if he can test the goalkeeper as soon as possible.
Allan Okello finding support out on the wing here from Mandela and waiting for a diving header. Well, for some reason, Vipers Sports Club just cannot find right at the very edge, I must say.
Yeah,
because if your team has been in control for the larger spells of the first half and you're still one goal up against a spirited team in the relegation dogfight, you don't want to be in that spot. You want to kill it off as quickly as possible.
Yes, I'm sure that he'll be telling them that at halftime, as of course halftime draws 9.
Moses Waiswa with one of his first misplaced passes today. Douglas Oiroth gets the ball brushed in. Confusion. Chance here for Faridi. And the experience that Mundekereza was vouched for comes to the fore. Well, he'll definitely feel a bit of pain there.
Found new belief in their abilities, and now they're trying to put pressure on Vipers Sports Club, and you feel that if they can maintain this kind of state of affairs, then they've got a very good chance of getting a goal in this game.
Well, finally, now this looks like a bit of a contest here.
Oh yeah,
very different.
And that's what we all anticipated. We wanted it to be a contest. I think for any neutral, you want every football match that you watch to be a contest.
Sidestepping. This is Shuge Karisa. Seems to be operating a little deep at the moment and might have shored up a bit of that midfield. And now miscommunication. Baridi forces a tremendous save. Ndekereza is absolutely furious. These are the worries we've talked about. 2 minutes added here. Vipers are notorious for switching off at the wrong moments. And of all people, Hilary Mukundani this time round.
Clearly he was unaware of what was going on behind him, and you should not be unaware of what is going on behind you. Otherwise you're going to cost your team. And had it not been for this man, it clearly should have been 1-1 by now.
Ezekiel Katende tries to play a short ball. Davis Sekaja just playing that straight there to Kambale. A half that has had moments and spells, and only one has been able to have his name etched out in all blazoned glory. Allan Okello. Welcome back to the St. Mary's Stadium in Chitende. Vipers takes on UPDF. Second half gets underway. A very intricately poised battle it is right here. It looked pretty one-sided from the initiation of play, but as the game has worn on, it's anything but what could be suspected to be business as usual. Solitary goal scored by Allan Okello, and everything to play for in the next 45.
Well, of course, it's going to be a very interesting second half. I'm sure that going into that halftime break, this UPDF side must have believed that they can actually get back into this one. So I expect a reaction from them, but most importantly, a better performance than what they showed in the first half.
Another foul here from Frank Katongole on Ezekiel Katende. Gives UPDF a chance to venture forward, and they go for a quick shot. Goalkeeper spills, trying to chase that one down. Well, they'll need a bit of that craftiness, and Ndekereza makes a change to the jersey.
Yeah, I guess that front with that white, probably the referee felt it was a bit confusing. Bit similar to the UPDF jersey, so I guess it was an order from her to try and get something that is clearly different and wouldn't cause a bit of mistaken identity.
Long ball threaded in. Allan Okello quick to react here, gets the ball forward, looking for the 1-2. Brighton Ukani.
He hasn't done so well in that particular phase of play. I thought that he didn't have anybody pressing the game. He should have played a better pass. These are the opportunities that you think that UPDF have got to try and make sure that they capitalize on. When you have the ball, try and put pressure on Vipers, because you can.
Shot coming in! And it's sealed in! Eric Kenzo Kambale has finally found his mark. Finally found his mark. It's been pressing. They've been hunting for it. That is the goal that guarantees them an insurance policy that gives them relief. That might be the death blow for UPDF.
Yeah, you think that Vipers needed that second goal to try and ease on the pressure, and that's exactly what they have done.
You would want that from your teammate. At some point, you probably would want him to just take it on himself, especially if he has the ability and talent of Allan Okello.
Yeah, you think that the idea was right, just that maybe the pass lacked a bit of weight to get to its intended destination.
Tenywa with his fast foray forward, and quickly he's dispossessed. He'll have to learn that this is a fast-paced game. You can't show Paul the Chief Mboa that much of the ball and hope that he will not be coming your way.
Yeah, of course, it's one of the things that you expect from Vipers. Now that they've got that 2-0 lead, they are going to make it very difficult for UPDF. They're not going to give them many chances. They're going to be breathing down their necks to make sure that they make it uncomfortable for them.
Matovu gets it to Okello. Wasn't expecting it. Still managed to get a nod to it. Just went on the wrong side of the goalpost.
Yeah, well-weighted pass from Matovu. He hasn't done so many of those in terms of deliveries, but you thought that was a really good one. But not that Allan Okello had actually anticipated it, because you see there was that for the player ahead of him from UPDF, that's Kasozi, who had jumped to get to the ball. So I guess that somehow put Allan Okello off.
Looking to set up Faridi, but needs to hold his line better there. Just going a moment too early. Right intention, poor execution. Yeah.
Of course, now there's a bit of desperation from this UPDF side.
With his movement, but they have Oiroth on the outside. Tries to get the cross in first time. Does not calculate his energy well enough. And that's hit a little too hard. Sekaja inviting more pressure. For the moment, Vipers are really chasing shadows here. And that's a foul and a free kick awarded.
Yeah, you can see that UPDF are trying the utmost to pin back Vipers to try and see if they can get a goal back before the match runs out.
Well, they'll be hoping that when they deploy more personnel, they can come on with the right attitude and the right necessary tools to get the job done. But free kick first. Weaved in, brushed on, good save. Taken right off the line. Jack Komakech intent on a clean sheet here. And with that save, that just might have been the moment.
Well, that was a very, very good save from Jack Komakech, and I can tell you that had that one gone past him and it's in the back of the net, then I can tell you that it would have caused a lot of discomfort for this Viper side. So that's why they need to keep their concentration levels up.
Well, can they utilize the corner any better? Comes in, stepped home, and UPDF get the reward for their persistence. The belief will now return. The hope is ignited again. The verb is reinvented here. Henry Tenua gets the goal that gives UPDF a lifeline. And do we have a comeback on our hands?
Well, we really have a game on our hands, if that's what you are asking. Because now, with 18 minutes left on the clock, then you expect that this UPDF side is going to be throwing everything at Vipers.
Back on our hands.
Well, we really have a game on our hands, if that's what you are asking. Because now, with 18 minutes left on the clock, then you expect that this UPDF side is going to be throwing everything at Vipers.
Zadriko goes to the ground. Watambala now for Vipers. Getting it forward here. Kambale has support, but opts to go for the shot. And Anyama will do his job. Just keeping UPDF within touching distance.
All about clearing balls, and instead gives the ball back to the opponent.
Good presence of mind there from Sekaja to play the dummy. Not very happy there. A chance here to break away. And the goalkeeper comes off his line to make sure Milton Karisa is not allowed a free run at goal area. It's a throw-in for Vipers.
Well, if there's one player that really wants UPDF to stay in the division, you can't look past Richard Anyama. His kind of commitment, conviction, and the way he's applying himself is just unbelievable.
Rush back header just to the hands of Anyama. Has all the skill set to get it past the wall. And he does! Quite nearly going to the near post, but Anyama, right to the death, will insist on keeping the team in the game.
Well, the truth is that Anyama, for me, would probably be my man of the match because of the performance he's put up. And I've got to say that he's a really fine goalkeeper. If you see the kind of saves he's pulled off, the way he judges the fight of the ball, and also the kind of dives that he makes to try and make sure that he keeps the ball out, he's a really fine goalkeeper.
Well, that's a foul here by Yunus Sentamo on Bright Funi, and free kick awarded to UPDF. 7 minutes. We had a lengthy pause in the second half, so quite understandable.
Shoe-in for man of the match, Allan Okello, and it was a very beautiful goal.
Well, this is as far as they will go, and that is as all as they can deliver.